I sold the land because I thought Sunday was the one who would make it, the one who would carry the name somewhere worth carrying. She looked at her hands. But I was wrong about what making it looks like. I thought it was degrees and offices and Lagos addresses. She paused. It is not. Nobody spoke. Emeka drives his truck and comes on Fridays, she said. Ada closes her shop early on Tuesdays and drives 40 minutes to get here. Nneka stays home and writes her poems. She looked back at them. That is what making it looks like now. Nneka brings food that is soft enough for a sick person to eat, without me telling her it needs to be soft. She looked up at them. Nobody taught you that. Nobody gave you land to learn it. You just knew. Emeka looked at the floor. Ada pressed her thumb and finger to her eyes again, the same gesture from the phone call with Nneka, the one that meant she was trying not to cry. Nneka said nothing. She reached up from the floor and put her hand on Ada's knee. I am going to call Sunday, Mama Chukwu said. They looked at her. Not to ask him for anything, she said quickly. Not to make him feel guilty. Not for you to be angry about. She paused. I am going to call him because he is my son, and I have spent 30 years protecting him from the truth about himself, and that has not been good for him. And whatever time I have left, whether it is long or short, I am not going to do that anymore. Ada looked at her mother. What will you say? Mama Chukwu thought about it. I will tell him his sister's cooperative money paid for his mother's hospital treatment, she said. I will tell him his brother rearranged his truck route twice a week. I will tell him these things not as an accusation, but as information, because he deserves to know what he has been missing, and because, she stopped. Because, Nneka prompted gently. Because it is possible, Mama Chukwu said slowly, that nobody has ever told him. I've been so busy protecting his image of himself, the brightest, the most promising, the one I sold land for, that he has never been given the chance to be ashamed of himself. And shame, when it is earned, she paused again, can be the beginning of something, Ada finished quietly. Mama Chukwu looked at her eldest daughter. Yes, she said. That. She called him on a Tuesday, after her hospital appointment. Ada drove her home, made her tea, and went to sit in the kitchen to give her privacy, the same way she had given privacy for the Sunday calls before. Except this time, the privacy was for a different kind of conversation. She heard her mother's voice change. Not raised, but different. The careful, loving, Sunday softness gone, replaced by something older and more honest, the voice Mama Chukwu used when she was not protecting anyone. Ada did not listen to the words, but she heard the length of it, 45 minutes, which was longer than Sunday had ever called. And she heard, at some point in the middle, a silence from her mother's side that lasted nearly 2 minutes, which meant Sunday was talking, at length, without his mother filling the gap. And she heard, near the end, her mother say 3 words in a voice that was tired and honest, and completely without performance. I know, Sunday. The same 3 words Ada had said to her mother in the kitchen when Mama Chukwu had defended him. The same words, different direction. When the call ended, Mama Chukwu sat quietly for a long time. Then she called, Ada. Ada came from the kitchen, tea towel in her hand. He is coming, Mama Chukwu said. Next weekend. Ada said nothing. He cried, Mama Chukwu said, on the phone. He cried and said he didn't know about the land. Her voice was careful and neutral. I believe him. I think he genuinely didn't know. I know, Ada said, and she meant it. He is not a bad person, Mama Chukwu said, the same sentence from before. I know, Ada said again. But, Mama Chukwu paused. But knowing is not the same as having known, Ada finished. Mama Chukwu looked at her daughter. When did you get so wise? She asked. Ada almost smiled. I learned it from a woman who sold her land and spent 25 years figuring out what it cost, she said. So the tuition was not cheap. Mama Chukwu reached out her hand. Ada took it. They sat together in the living room with the December harmattan outside, and the lamp on, and the ceramic bowl by the door, and the knowledge that Sunday was coming, not as the return of everything, not as the solution to anything, but as a beginning of a different kind of honesty, which was, perhaps, the most any of them had a right to ask for.